Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. So today I need to make an arrangement for a reception, and it is going to be in a container. So this is a plastic urn container. We got these off of one of our trucks that comes around. It was a really good price. I love the fact that it's a really nice looking container. It doesn't look like, hey, I'm a disposable plastic container. And so that's what I like about it the most, is that it's a nice looking container. Although it's plastic, it still looks very nice for a reception. So what I'm gonna do is I have added some fresh floral foam and I've taped it into the container, so it is going to stay together. They're actually going to pick it up and take it with them. So I wanted to make sure that the arrangement's going to travel well. That's always very important. The first thing I'm going to start out with is some line flower. I'm going to start out with a couple of beautiful bright yellow gladiolus. I am going to take and pop the tip out of the top of that glad. I'm going to move my garbage can to the opposite side. I'm right-handed, so I always want to throw my trash to the right for some reason. So I am going to measure. I want to have some height on this arrangement. I take my floral knife, I cut that stem at an angle, and I'm pressing it fairly deep down into that floral foam. Okay, so there is my first gladiolus. Next, I'm going to take a second bloom. I popped the top out, cut that stem at an angle, and I'm going to press that right down into that foam. Just kind of staggered down. And these glads have a bit of a bend in their stem, so they didn't want to press into the foam as easily. Next, I'm going to come in with some bells of Ireland. So I'm taking and pinching the tip out of that bell. I am going to cut that stem at an angle, and I am just going to add these bells all the way around. So this arrangement is going to be in the middle of a buffet table, and so we want flowers all the way around in this container. So you'll see me spin this arrangement around to make sure that we place our flowers all the way around in the container. Now the reason I only have 2 yellow glads is because that's all I had in the cooler. But I really wanted to use them, so therefore I just used the 2. But because we're using other line flowers, I think it's gonna help it not look so awkward with just 2 stems. So these are just bells of Ireland that I'm just going all the way around in this container with. Now I'm pinching those little leaves out of the tip of that bell just because I like it better. I like the look a lot better. But if you like those leaves, you could certainly leave them in. Alright, so there's our bells of Ireland. Next, we're going to come in with some beautiful blue delphinium. So this is, this reception is for a man, so that's the reason I'm using such pretty bold colors. Pretty summery, bold colors. Alright, so there's our blue delphinium tucked in. Next, we're going to come in with our white hydrangeas. So I have 4 stems of pretty white hydrangeas. I'm going to take that paper off and remove any of those leaves. Cut that stem at an angle and dip it in my quick dip. Now quick dip is just a liquid hydrating solution. If you've watched my videos, I talk about it almost every day because I use hydrangeas almost every day. I'm just going all the way around with those hydrangeas, just kind of around the base there. Okay, we have one more stem. Okay, there's our hydrangeas all the way around. Okay, next we're going to come in with a little solidago. We have some yellow solidago, which is a pretty filler flower. So we're going to take and tuck in our solidago. Okay, next we are going to come in with some orange spray roses. So we have some bold, pretty orange spray roses. And you can see I'm really just placing flowers all the way around in this arrangement. The reason you make a flower arrangement all the way around is because for this arrangement, they will be going all the way around the table. So it's a buffet table, a food table. And so they're going to be able to go all the way around this table. And so you want the flowers pretty on all sides. So there's our orange spray roses. Next we're going to come in with some bold yellow sunflowers. So I'm just cutting that stem at an angle. And I am just going to do just like all of the other flowers. We're just going to go all the way around in this container. And put sunflowers all the way around. Look at those happy guys. Now when you're sticking flowers into foam, be sure that you stick those flowers really deep down into that foam, especially if you are traveling with this arrangement. So this arrangement will be moved. They are actually going to pick it up and take it to the reception. And so you need to make sure that those flowers aren't going to go anywhere. You need to make sure that they're going to stay in place, because when these people get there, they don't know anything about arranging flowers. It needs to stay together. It's important. So be sure to push that foam, those flowers right down into that foam. Okay, there's our happy sunflowers. Next, our last flower that we're going to use are these beautiful red panther roses. Now if you look at them close, they're really splotchy. They're a splotchy red. They're so pretty and so fun. And I love the fact that they have some bright red and some deep red together. I am going to take my floral wire, press it into that calyx, and I'm going to wire these heads. And that's going to help make sure that our heads are going to stay up and pretty in this arrangement. So I'm just going to wire each of the stems. The nice thing about these red panthers is they don't have tons of thorns. That's so nice. They don't bite. I say that and it's going to bite me, but it's nice when they don't have tons of thorns. All right. So next we're going to go all the way around in this arrangement and add our roses. So I'm taking my floral knife, cutting that stem at an angle, and pressing that rose right down into that floral foam. Those are pretty roses. All right, the last thing we are going to do is we are going to add some pretty foliage. So, clean off my space. We're going to add a little bit of leather leaf foliage, which is just a fern, leather leaf fern. So I'm just going to take that, well, if I can get it to go down in there. I'm just going to take just some small pieces and go all the way around in this arrangement. You just want to be sure to cover up any foam that might be showing in the arrangement and any tape that might be showing. You don't want your tape to show. Okay, next we're going to come in with a little foliage that I cut out of the yard. So I call this a privet, and it probably really isn't privet. I don't know the name of it, but it comes back every year. It dies back in the winter and comes back in the summer, but it's really kind of a, I don't know, it's just a kind of a broadleaf, I don't know, it's pretty. And so it holds up so very well in flower arrangements, and we like to use it because, well, it doesn't cost us any money, and we are able to fill up an arrangement and give it some extra pretty. I don't know what the word is, but for it not to cost any money, it's really nice, because you can put your flowers, more flowers in, instead of spending lots of money on the foliage. All right, there you have it. There is our pretty mixed arrangement that will go on a buffet table for a little reception. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. If you have any questions about how we put this together, please don't hesitate to ask. You know, we're happy to answer any questions you might have. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please be sure to subscribe hit that subscribe button right down below, and you can hit that little bell and you'll get notifications. Also, check us out over on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok. We'd love it if you would follow us there too. Guys, y'all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you.